Hello everybody, and welcome to the Go Foods Global webinar today. Hope you're able to set aside about half an hour. It normally takes me about that long to go through all of this, answering your questions too along the way. So sit back, relax. I'm going to start in just a minute or two. As you can see, people are coming in rapidly, so thank you for your punctuality. And get ready to ask your questions. I don't like to interrupt my flow too often, but I will for the questions that I see the most of you are asking. So enter your questions, and if I don't get to your particular question, please type it into the question window down there below, and I will respond to every single one before 24 hours have elapsed, I promise. And so I'm glad you came. You're going to be very, very entertained. You're going to get some extremely interesting information. It's all about one of the best companies that I've ever had the pleasure to be associated with in my entire life, with their wonderful products. It's all about food. People have to have food every day. We're going to get into the kinds of food we have and the costs and the benefits and all of that stuff, the compensation plan, why you want to join us, and especially at this time in history. So get ready. We're almost full, as you can see on the counter there. So again, if I ask your questions in that box, if I don't get to them during the webinar, I'll certainly get to them after in your email. We're very glad you're all here, and thank you for your punctuality. I can see you guys are getting in just excellent time now. So let's get started before there's any more ado. It's going to take me about half an hour to get through it all, so I hope you can stay. And if you do stay till the end, we have hundreds of dollars in freebies that we're going to be giving away if you join us today, and you won't be able to get these anywhere else or at any other time in joining the company. And you will want to join the company someday, believe me, when you see what we've got. So you might as well get ready to join today, because I'm going to make it almost impossible for you to refuse the deal. With all of the freebies we're going to be giving you, you're going to get so much bang for your buck you won't believe it. And so let's get to it. And so this is the Go Foods Global webinar, and we have some wonderful people here. I know some of you personally, and we've talked before, and so really glad you were able to come, and it looks like a lot of you have invited some of your friends as well. I invite you to do that all in the future as well. We're going to be doing more of these. We're going to make it very, very easy for you to make money with this company, because we've, in the 2 years that I've been with them, we've learned an awful lot of tricks, what works and what doesn't. And we're going to be sharing that with you during this webinar, and of course later, mostly after you join, because we don't have time to hit them all here in this introductory video. But it's all about the challenges that face us today in this country and all over the world, and the big question is, are you prepared? Have you prepared your family for the worst case scenarios that are out there? And there are lots of them. We see more and more of them every day. It's just getting more and more scary and ridiculous and curious every day. One of the things I always like to point out is this guy, Chairman of the Federal Reserve, Ben Bernanke. Whenever he goes in front of Congress and he gives his testimony, he always looks so scared and his voice is cracking and shaking, and I'm wondering why they would even hire a guy that has a shaky voice like that, because he's really not very confidence building at all. I get more and more worried every time I hear him speak, and the things he says he's doing, buying billions and billions of dollars of his own money that has never been done before, just to try and save this economy. I mean, it's just crazy. Chairman of the Federal Reserve used to mean something, but there are no more reserves. Now they've gobbled up a bunch of junk bonds and pretending that that's the reserve of the world. Of course, it's ridiculous. So that's one thing I like to point out. It's getting worse every day. U.S. dollars just being more and more devalued. They don't tell you that. You don't see it right away, but you will. And you do see it every day if you make a point of looking at your energy bill increases, your food bill increases, housing increases, how much you actually get to take home every day. That's all being done by the debasement of our dollar. I'd like to put this one up here because it's also a very toxic planet that we live on now, with nuclear power plants being destroyed by water and wind and just their own waste. And it's getting in the food chain. We're becoming radioactive every day. We can't help it. We can't avoid it. And all the other poisons that we put in the air from the coal-fired power plants. I could go on and on and on. The car exhausts that never stop. In China, they're going to have billions and billions more cars as time goes on. And the cars are all putting more and more poison into the atmosphere. It blows over here. I could go on and on about all the challenges ahead of our civilization. You see it. One of the most dramatic ways you see it are in the big, huge tornadoes. The number of them and how powerful they are, increasing every day, killing people, destroying real estate, destroying whole towns, gobbling them up in in the middle of the night. Millions of people displaced. Fires also raging all over the world. Fires in Australia almost completely obliterated the whole country of Australia recently. We have that kind of thing here too. We got wars that are being threatened in North Korea, Iran, Africa, the Mideast. There's something like 3,000 wars raging on this planet every day, which is insane. But that's what's going on. Sooner or later, one of them going to be very, very catastrophic. We've got diseases, unknown diseases we've never heard of before, being carried by insects and other causes like the toxic waste and so forth. So our product is about preparing you for these kinds of things. Forgot hunger. 1 in every 6 Americans is struggling with hunger and in homelessness and poverty. Well, so here's a company that comes to the rescue. And when I joined it, I knew things were going to get worse, and they have gotten worse. I didn't know how fast they would worsen, but I just decided to get my family prepared, and I'm really glad I did. I have a couple of years supply of food in my garage for my family, and I'm not going to stop until I have 5 or 10 years supply of food in my garage to feed my family, because I think it could last that long when it really starts to come down. And in the meantime, I'm making a lot of money by getting families prepared as well. It's another way to prepare your family and avoid all of the economic pitfalls. So that accompany this kind of gross mismanagement of the planet. So food is our greatest dependency. You've got to realize that. You have a need to feed your family and shelter them, and food is one of the biggest expenses. It's $15,000 a year per family with an average family of 4 people. And that's 32% of your real income just used for food. 50% of us need help from the government in some way. 46 to 50 million people are on food stamps. 20,000 new people sign up every day. 14 million kids going hungry every night. There's a lot of fancy speeches, but no one's really doing anything about it. So, we've got lots and lots of ways for you to help families get prepared. And one of them is to visit your local church or nonprofit organization and ask them if you can help them in any way. Of course, they're going to say yes. So you give them a sample pack and you give them some discount cards. We're going to get into that. One way of building your income. And they'll respond to that favorably. They'll start buying the food from your website. You're going to see how to get one in a few minutes here. We're going to teach you how to do all of these things. And it's all set up and the company's 2 years old now, so we've got some systems in place that help you do this very, very efficiently and easily, teach you how to do it. We train you how to do all of this. We're going to teach you how to use the social networking sites like Google+, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and many, many, many more. My team has become expert in how to do all of that. And so we show you how to build your business with very, very little trouble. We also have a party plan. This is a picture of one party plan in August. We were really, really incentivized to do parties and get people signed up in August. That's coming around again. And so I just took a picture of that, of our website in August, and throw it up there to remind me about the party plan. There's so many different ways to market this. and you're going to get all of this for a very, very low price. In fact, it's going to shock you by the end of the video just how inexpensive it is, and how much money you can make in this. This is a picture of some of our entrees, and this one that I'm going to fly in right here is one of my favorite, chili with dumplings. It tastes exactly like it had meat. All of our products taste like they have meat in them. I mean, if there's meat in the entree, but they don't have any meat. None of our products have any meat or meat byproducts of any kind. It's all vegetarian. It's all natural. Comes straight off of the farm. Our farms are monitored by us, and it's the most stringent restrictions you could place on any kind of products in the world. So we go beyond organic, way beyond, as you'll see in a few minutes. So the food is extremely healthy and delicious. It's one of the major features is it stores in your garage for 25 years without refrigeration. You can't find this product anywhere. Picture of some of our soups. The one I just flew in there, the cheddar broccoli, also one of my favorite meals. It is so delicious and nutritious. A vegetarian lifestyle, in case you don't know, has been proven to extend life and help prevent some of the worst diseases in the world. So it's a healthy food line. It's a profitable food line. Picture of some of our bakery goods, some of our breakfast snacks, some of our beverages. And the product line expands every few months. They bring out a lot more items that are just amazing, and improve them, and add new ideas. We have seeds now where you can grow your own food. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. How we're preparing the average American family for whatever worst case scenarios, whatever might happen, whether it's man-made or a natural disaster. Now I'd like to stop here and answer a question from Susan out there. She says, is this network marketing? And yes, it is. It very definitely is. But it's the most noble and honest and ethical network marketing plan you'll ever find in your life, because it's all based on food. We only get paid a commission when someone buys food in our downline. And after a few months, you get thousands of people in your downline. So it's like opening a store, like opening a whole food store chain online, but you don't have the expenses of that. You don't have the worries or the liability. No one can slip and fall in your store and sue you for millions of dollars. No one can get sick. No one's going to die. No one's going to claim anything ridiculous, because it's all based on food. People have been eating food as long as there's been people. Excuse me, and that will continue. So yes, it is network marketing, Susan, but it's just the best, most unique product, and the best compensation plan you'll ever enjoy too, which I'll show you in a few minutes. And very easy to grow, because it's all about food and everyone has to eat, and everyone understands that. Well, I see a lot of questions from you about how much money can you make, and the quick answer to that is it's unlimited. I'm going to show you that. There's a 9-level unilevel, and there's 6 different ways you get paid, with bonuses for enrolling people and bonuses upon when they enroll people, and it goes down 9 levels. And it's unlimited width. You can get as many people in as you want, and that just continues to increase your income exponentially. I mean, it's really unlimited. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme, everyone. There are lots of those out there, and if that's what you prefer, go do that. But most of those, if not all of them that I investigate, turn out to be a complete waste of time and energy and money and all of that, because it's just based on some scammy concept. And ours is not. You build the income slowly from the buying of food in your downline. Remember, people have to eat every day, so once they understand the food and start to appreciate it in your downline, they buy more and more of it. You get paid more and more, but it's a slow process. It will not make you rich overnight, but it will make you financially independent for the rest of your life if you put a little effort into it, and we're going to teach you how to do that. So and no one has all of that together, a great product and a great training system all in one, and we have that for you. So we're going to make sure you cannot fail. So These are some of the seals of approval that we have from the products, even kosher approval. That's one of the toughest ones to get. So we just guaranteed everybody that our food will save you money, it will save you time. You have 100% satisfaction guarantee. Again, it stores for up to 25 years. I see a lot of questions about that. Yes, our food is dehydrated, stores for 25 years without any refrigeration, comes in a box. You put it in your garage, under your bed, in a closet, and forget about it, unless you want to eat some of it too. And that helps save your family's money budget, by the way. When I started in this company, I didn't pay a dime to get in because I got all my initial purchase from commissions, and I've never looked back, never had to pay any money for the food. It's all been positive cash flow since the day I joined. We're going to show you guys how to do all of that too. And the money accumulates and the food accumulates, and you just feel better and better and better about your life. So basically, we want to put you in your own grocery business, and you'll have 6 ways to get paid: the retail profit from your website, personal sales bonuses, fast start bonuses, unilevel commission, a lifestyle bonus, and the global leadership pools. You don't get that in any other network marketing company that I've ever been a part of. So you want to start thinking about how to prepare your family and be in the grocery food business, because that cannot fail. Everyone will always have to buy food, and we're the only network marketing company that has food of this quality. I know there's a few others out there, but they have 1 or 2 items, and like coffee, for example. We have coffee and hundreds of other things. So it's much better to get in a food business than something that's just limited to 1 or 2 items. Or health items. Everyone has a health item, and they're all making competing claims on for what they do, and they all do basically the same thing. Whereas our food is healthy and it's nutritious at the same time, and will save you money because you have to buy food. You don't have to buy health food items. That's the big negative with the health network marketing companies. Some of them doing very good, like Herbalife, doing very well, but it's just health products, and you think about it. You do not have to buy healthy products. When times get tough, that's the first thing you give up. When time gets tough, what's the last thing you give up? Food. So, because you can't. You have to eat. You have to feed your family. We have the Go Foods Foundation. I like to mention in these things, we give away 1 meal in 10. It goes back to your local community nonprofits and food banks and things like that. So you're in with a company that has a conscience and a heart, and we're doing so much good for the community and the economy. It's unbelievable. And I could tell you more and more and more about this, but it's subject of another webinar. It would take too long. But the fact is, you're getting in with a company that's really doing a lot more good than any other network marketing company that I know about. One of the things we have is the Eat to Earn program. So think about it that way: the more you eat, the more you earn. And we give you that system and show you how to build your business by getting people to eat and earn with you. The compensation plan, lots of questions on the compensation plan. I know I can't get into the details, or we'd be here for hours. You'll see it on your website in detail when you join, and I hope you're going to join again. We've got some huge bonuses and gifts to give you at the end, so just hang in there for a few more minutes and we'll show you how to do that, how to make money immediately from this business. There's a weekly income, there's long-term residual income. It's serious income potential here, folks, because it's all about food. Now, here's for all of you that are asking about the unilevel and the commission compensation plan. Here it is in a nutshell. It's 9 levels, and as you get more people, you go down all the more levels up here and pay you those percentages basically on everyone who's buying food in those levels. The big level is level 3, because they just gave us a raise to 10% on level 3, and that's where the majority of your people will come in if you're doing it right in the beginning. And so you get a nice 10% on that level. It makes you a lot of money, and in future webinars we're going to explain what that means and how to get 10% of a lot of thousands of people buying food from you and your website every month. So think of it this way: one group or one individual can earn you $1,000 a month and growing all the time. Because are they going to stop buying food? No. A larger group can equal $10,000 a month for you. And we're going to show you how to get these people and these groups that we're talking about. And this is income for life, because will people stop buying food? No. Will people want to stop protecting their families against the exigencies of life? No. So we're protecting people against the inevitable. Your commissions come in this beautiful little MasterCard debit card from GoFoods. It's called the ProPay account. Every Friday we look in our online account. It's a little online bank account that works beautifully, flawlessly. You go in there, you transfer the money to your bank account, or you leave some in there to walk around with and spend out there in, restaurants and buying stuff for your family. And eventually this little debit card will replace all your credit cards. Believe me, you'll never want to use a credit card again because you're making more money than you can spend. And it comes very conveniently in this little debit card. So there's no waiting for checks. There's no excuses of checks in the mail. They've never been late on any payment since I've been with them in 2 years, not by a minute. Usually they're early, and they've never been off by a penny. So this is a very, very good group. And this is why I continue promoting them. But I have a lot of other things I can do with my time, folks, but this one really is close to my heart. You'll find it will be for you too. A lot of questions about how we're going to make you money, and let me just say it real quick and easily for now. We have a complete training system that's separate from this. We have webinars like this. We have training videos. We're going to teach you how to do social networking. We give you autoresponders. We give you conference calls. We give you webinars like this, show you how to make money 100 different ways. And a lot of companies are charging thousands of dollars for this same information. We're going to give it to you for free just by joining our downline and being part of our team. Now this win button I just put up on the side there, and when you click on the win button it will take you to the sign up form. And this is where I'm going to show you how to get all of your freebies. But wait until I explain it all to you in just a few, don't go there now. I see a couple of you. It always happens when I put up that button. People go there to see where it connects to and what the sign-up process is. But please wait until we go through the explanation, because this is how you're going to, explain the order form now. This is how you're going to get your freebies. And again, you can only get these from joining today here at this webinar. So if you, I see most of you have stayed. Thank you very much. This is the big payoff. And the reason why you were invited here today, because we know you're going to be good in this business. Someone who invited you knows that you need to make a little extra money, or you're good at making extra money, and so this is the time to do it. Your timing couldn't be better because of all the freebies I'm going to give you for enrolling today. Now this is a picture of our website. You get one exactly like this when you enroll, and if you enroll today it's free. And normally it's $30 a year. Some companies charge $30 a month for their website. We don't. It's $30 a year, $29.95 a year. Comes with that GoPay debit card that I showed you a minute ago. That alone is worth the $30 a year, believe me. And but it comes with the website and a lot of marketing materials that we'll show you in a minute. So go here. You'll see the pictures in the middle. They rotate, so it may look like this is something different. But what I want to point out to you is how to sign up. So you go to that upper right-hand corner up there, and it's right here under Sign Up. You want to click Sign Up right there, and it will take you to the sign up order form. So I know you guys know how to do this. You've done it a million times online, and your name and your phone number, your email address. Click that you wish to receive information from us, and the introducer will be down here. It may be me, it may be somebody else who's invited you to this webinar. And then it goes into making your website. So now we're going to want your username and password for coming into your website, and then the website alias is what you're going to call it. Like I called mine Founder, so now I have founder.gofoodsglobal.com. You're going to enter whatever you want your login to be, and that will be the URL that you refer people to. You get two of them, so it'll be either your name .mygofoods.com or .gofoodsglobal.com. They're interchangeable. So you want a good name in there that people can remember. Eat to Live, Free Food for Life, things like that. Most of those have been taken by now, but think up a good one that people won't forget either on the phone or in an email. Then the website name is your name, so that when they go there they know they've landed on your page. So those are the basics. I know you probably understand all that. And the green will pop up that these things are available. If they're not available, you got to think again. And so you can see my website was available when I did this, and but you will name your own. Now, when you click continue, it'll take you to the ways of joining. You can come in with $100, $200, or $500. There are no other fees other than the monthly shipping of food, and our whole product and our whole theme is that we're preparing people for the inevitable collapse or financial catastrophes, whatever you want to call it, the disaster, natural disasters, whatever it is that you know is coming, because no one is managing this planet right now. We're on free fall, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. The point I'm making here is that you want to come in at the $100 level, $200 level, $500 starter pack. Now that's $100 worth of food, $200 worth of food, or $500 worth of food. And the level you come in at determines how many freebies we can give you and the better value that you get, because quantity, especially in anything that is shipped to your house every day, the more quantity we can put in the pack, the more economical it is for you, and the cost per meal goes down. I see a lot of questions about what is the cost per meal. I've kind of ignored them because I knew I would get to that point here. Cost per meal is about 80 cents a meal, especially when you buy it in these quantities. So you can't beat that anywhere in your local grocery store, and especially when you add the fact that we're paying commissions on that, and that it's convenient, delivered to your door. It's healthy, nutritious, vegetarian, and has all of these benefits for you, and most importantly, will store for 25 years in your garage without refrigeration. Nobody else has this. So I'm hoping that you will click on number 3, the $500 starter pack, because that's where you get about $700 worth of food, because we have a whole ton of it going in there. There's a couple months supply for your family for $500. So you're not wasting any money. It's really not costing you anything to join GoFoods, because you would have spent that money on food anyway. Now, the next screen that pops up, or below, actually on this screen, I kind of zoomed in on it, is how you get your freebies. If you check off the $500 starter pack, and then you have to type in this promo code to get the freebies. If you don't type this in, you're going to pay $500 for food. You're going to get that amount of food. But you're going to pay for shipping. You're going to pay for enrollment. That's $30 there, $30 for shipping. So it's going to cost you more than $500, and that's all you're going to get. So you want to type in our promo code for coming to this webinar. The only people who get it are people who come into the business through our webinar here and join my team. So we are the biggest, fastest building team in the company, and so they've given us a little bit of a hands over, hand over above what other people have, because we're doing so well, and we kind of came up with this idea. So this is your lucky day, but you got to put in that Builder 500 for the and hit this apply promo code button to get the freebies. If you don't, again, you won't get them. So that's the promo code. That's what that's all about. And you do want to remember to type in Builder 500 if you're coming into the $500 level. Now, if you want to come in at if all you can afford is a $100 level, I don't want to discourage you. Come in at the $100 level. Check it up here as option 1. But then in the promo code field, you would type in Starter 100. That's what you would type in at the promo code and hit this apply promo button, and you do get some freebies for coming into the $200 level. It's not much. It's only about $50 in freebies. Come in at the $200 level, we can give you a little bit more. You would type in Network or 200 in here, hit this button, and you will get about $100 in freebies. But the cost per food is higher because you're only getting $200 worth of food, right? So the cost for food will go down when you come in at the $500 level. So I hope you'll come in at that level if you can. And again, it's either Starter 100, Network or 200, or Builder 500, depending on what option you take to get the freebies at that level. And don't forget to hit that apply promo code. I can't emphasize that enough, because we do get people that forget to do that and they don't get the freebies. What you want to see after you hit continue and you've hit the promo code is all of these freebies up here. If you don't see them, you've done something wrong. Go back and type in those promo codes I just gave you. And at the $500 level, you'll see free enrollment. That's a $30 value. The Go System Business Guide, which is a lot of marketing information direct from the president of the company. And it's very, very useful information. We give you thousands of other tips and tricks that we do all the time from joining my team, but this is a good place to start. And the Go Party Pack is a $25 value. It enables you to hold a Go Party, and there's promotional materials there and posters and things that get people excited about the party and how to do the parties themselves. That's a $25 value. And here's a big one. You get a free 1 month supply of food. In the other levels, you only get, like I mentioned, about $50 on one level, $100 on that level. But here you get a $200 value, another 1 month supply, absolutely free for coming in at the $500 level. So that's and the starter pack by the way is really about $710 worth of food, but it's been discounted because you're getting a nice volume of $500. So that's where the value is, right there, coming in at that level. If that's how I came in. I was happy with that because I got a lot of good food at a great price when I joined 2 years ago. But we didn't have this. Now today we can offer you another $200 for coming in today, plus free shipping on this order, but only if you enroll with the HDP. And you'll see that as a checkbox in your back office. Enroll immediately in the HDP. It's the way that we get the product to you every month. So it's a monthly shipment, and that's our whole point of our business, is to get you prepared by having food stored in your house for the inevitable. So if you don't do that, you might not even want to join us. We want you to buy food every month because that's the whole mission of the company. That's what we do. We're not just selling food. We're preparing you so that your family cannot starve no matter what happens. I hope you get that. So when you sign up for the monthly shipment, you get your initial shipping here, which is another $30. If you don't, you're going to be charged an extra $30, not an extra $500, an extra $30 for that shipping. So take advantage of all of that. And you'll see that it's well worth it. And by being on our team, we're going to show you how to make positive cash flow from the first month or two that you're in. So the food really never has to cost you anything if you're doing things right and marketing the business. And we're going to show you how we do it every day. We get people in all the time because everybody's got to eat, and they realize a great opportunity when they see it. When you hit the continue button, it takes you to the credit card field. I know you know how to enter your credit card information. Hit continue and you're in. It's going to show you your own website after about 10 minutes, and then you can start enrolling people just like I did right here. So this is a way to make a lot of money. Hit that win button on the right over there. It'll take you to the order form, and if you get stuck, just come back and ask questions, and we'll because you'll have all the upline information you need. There's support also up the wazoo every day from the headquarters and in Utah, and we can answer any of your questions. But for now, I want to thank you all for coming, and I hope I know I didn't answer all your questions. I see a lot of them still coming in, but most of you have gone now, clicked on the win button, and you're entering the ordering information. That's terrific. Thank you very much. And again, if I did not answer your question during the webinar, I just don't have time. I apologize profusely because I got to get the main points in. And but all of the questions I did not answer will be answered in the next 24 hours in your email. So you still have time. I'm going to give you a few more minutes to type in any more questions you might have, and I'll get to them in email. So I'll just leave this running for a little while, but the webinar is officially over because most of you are now at the order form and joining. Congratulations, you made a great decision. This is what you're going to see, the equivalent of lots and lots of gold and silver in your bank account coming in from being in the food business, the best food business there is. Where else are you going to get the chance to start a food business for $500 or $200 or $500? There's no place else on the planet you can do that. Most everyone in the food business traditionally has had to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars to open a little store somewhere, and then most of them fail because you're in there with a lot of other food stores selling the same stuff, the same crap. you know, the junk food and all of that you can buy anywhere. That's why our country is so unhealthy, mainly because of the food and all the ecological disasters that are going on. We're preparing you for all of that, taking you out of the unhealthy food, putting you in a healthy food situation, and allowing you to sell that whole concept to other people. Millions and millions and billions of people across the planet want this, and they have to have it, and sooner or later they're going to join you. And resistance is futile. So thank you for coming in, folks, and the numbers that you're doing. I really appreciate that. It makes me really warm my heart. I can see that so many of you are joining all the time. It's beautiful. Keep up the good work. Thank you again for coming. One of the things we show you how to do by joining is we show you how to do these webinars and get hundreds of people into your webinars, and they join you and you grow your business so fast it'll make your head spin. But you have to take the initial step. You have to invest a little bit of money to get all of this, so we're asking you to do that now. I can see you're not all, but most of you are doing it. Only a few of you have left, and that's wonderful. And I don't know why you would leave. I just don't know. But there are people who don't get it the first time around, so I invite you to come back later when you see this webinar pop up. Someone invites you again. Please come back, and hope you have a different perspective on it, and maybe some news item about the world situation will get you to join us at last. I hope it's not World War III. I hope it's not that kind of thing, but that could be what does it for you. I hope it's not the total economic collapse of this world financial situation we're in, but maybe that's what'll get you in when you see that kind of thing more and more imminent. I saw it 2 years ago, and that's why I joined. I jumped all over this company when they announced. It didn't take me 5 minutes because I knew that everything they were saying was so along the lines of what I was afraid of that could happen. And I said to myself, what's the worst case scenario? If I join this, I'm going to spend a few $100s. Okay, but what's the worst case scenario if things don't go that way, or if I can't market it, or people don't like the food, or whatever? I hadn't even tried the food when I joined it. I just said, hey, that's for me. Someone showed it to me like this, and I said, where do I sign up, man? I couldn't sign up fast enough because it was food. I didn't care what it tasted like. I could tell by the pictures it was okay, at least, and it turns out to be one of my favorite meals. And but that was all luck, because I joined because I knew that the worst thing that could happen to me was that let's say I didn't make a dime, I would at least have a lot of food that was in storage in my garage for some situation that I couldn't predict. And that's what's gotten me through life. My entire life is figuring out how to avoid the worst case scenarios that I knew could happen to me. And thank God I've always been good at judging that pretty well and preparing for it. And so I've never had some of the bad days that I see other people having all around me today. The homeless people wandering around and begging on the streets. It's just terrible. And I'm going on and on and on, but there's a few of you left that are still asking questions, and so I want to gather up as many of those as I can. But I do have to stop babbling now, because I think I've just said it all over and over. I don't like doing that, but I am a little bit long-winded. So I'm going to let the rest of you go. Thank you for joining. The ones that have joined, we'll see you on the other side. Start emailing me and calling me about the training programs that we have for you, and we'll get you going right away. Thanks so much.